Hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the fifth dimension. And yes, the fifth dimension, it's within you that you bring forward. You with an out, it's here with an out. That's how we co-create. That's how we manifest. Go celebrate. Every day, celebrate, dear ones. Every day, celebrate. We are in this beautiful crucible time to realign who we are as spirit. Every moment is this flowing experience as source and love lives through us, which is really challenging for most. And that's going to be our topic today, is to return to the bliss and the flow of who you are, spirit. Because as so many of us have gone through the transformations through the awakening process of how our bodies change, how our mind and physical, mental, emotional, etheric energies change throughout the now spiraling experience, and aligning with who you are as the highest divine energy of the Mother and the Father, the beautiful divine sacred heart that Jesus showed me many years ago, that he had given me, the Christ Council had given me as the divine sacred heart. The divine sacred heart is, of course, the Vesica Pisces of the mother energies and the father energies, the male and the female, masculine, feminine energies. And to live within that is the crucible of the sacred child. And those sacred child energies allow you the birthright of your bliss, of who you are and why you came, the essence of who you are. And so many people in the process of awakening, the number one thing that yearns those to awaken, it's always that core, who am I? And that is the sacred child. That who am I is the most exciting, the most adventurous, the most dynamic, exhilarating, exuberant experience of who you can be. The bliss of who you are is held within that beautiful divine sacred child. And why, as we return to that, it requires that we heal all the inner child wounds that we were brought up within, all the vibrational stories that we've talked about, the physical, mental, emotional, and etheric stories, spiritual stories, timeline stories, Akash, lineage, all that we have been brought up through in all timelines. Because as you awaken to a soul, from your 3D to your 5D, found all my little papers. I'm going to be getting more printed because I'm having more illustrations done. In all of your timelines and all of the forms and the bodies that you've taken, this timeline experience on Earths, all of the Earths you've experienced, all of the other planets that you've experienced from 3 to 5D, you've chosen as a soul contract to come and clear as much as you can, minimum of 51%. And those of us that have been old souls and on this path for a very long time, we're taking on even more things to assist in the clearing for the collective and for our lineage and for our ancestors and for the planet as well, because many of us are grid workers working on the grid and working on the planet and working on many things interdimensionally and sectors of space, that we all belong to these beautiful many councils that are assisting in the flow of source creator energy for the evolutionary programs of all that is. And many of us, that's why we come with a soul. The soul is the infinite light that we have on all timelines, all experiences, that is the activation points that as we're clearing out those fears from the inner child, betrayal, abandonment, belonging, acceptance, self-acceptance, self-worth, all of those are core redefinitions of who you are and the guidance of who you are. And why in all of the awakening experiences, one will ask oneself in all ways, who am I? Because who am I is changing in all moments. You're this Vesica Pisces in this infinity loop that is continually harmonizing all of your soul fragments. So that anything that was cut short, left out, anything that was traumatized, anything that was warped in any way, through the lack of knowing of who you are, not following that inner guidance of clarity and confidence and self-direction of your sovereignty as the Christ energy in all timelines, all bodies, all realms, because it is the highest Metatronic light that we are as beings of service, of co-creative evolution. And in not doing that, we've had many timelines that we've explored the various roles and the experiences that we've all played, and why we have such passionate intensities throughout the month in our own unique ascension cycles that draw us into dynamic vibrational stories that we see in our collective, that we call in from our collective, that we call in from the people and the families that we exist within. Because they're all reflections of what we are healing as the beautiful soul and the child within, because we all want to return to the bliss of who we are. We want to return to seeing our planet that is one that is focused on wellness and healing and balance, and not focused on what we've given our power away to believe in the very autocratic, dogmatic, really vibrationally tortured media that spin our reality in ways that we've put all of our focus there energetically, because that creates fear and worry, and that just continues to stimulate those programs of fear, control, and worry, and corruption, and all the things that are now kind of moving away. And so they're driving me to this picture. In whatever was, any of the 3D programs, the fear, corruption, all of the things that will be coming out for us to heal, anything that was under the carpet, vibrationally, socially, government, anything, it will be for us to move beyond it by once taking ourselves out of those vibrational stories. When we take ourselves out of those vibrational stories, we're now co-creating in the new matter and the new density that we're moving to. And so it requires us to leave those stories and experiences. And oftentimes, we don't necessarily have to go through the minutia of the whole closing out process as healing as we first thought years and years ago. It can simply be, once you have reflected and done your summation on the karmic lesson, then your soul and your teams and all of the beings that are with you, your higher self, your oversoul of oversouls, because all of those beings that you are connected with as a soul are ready to move you into a new encapsulation, a new level of experience. You're moving up, if you will. But that leveling up must require that you absolutely know what has occurred on all experiences in all realms, from your past to now. We say past is just now. And so in that, those summations are really, really powerful. To take those reflections, say, what did this, I suggest you do it minimum every new moon, but you can do them every week, so that you're absolutely, because we are accelerating faster and faster. And those that have been on the path for a while, every week would be a perfect experience. Those that are just starting, do it on every new moon, so that you can see, what have I learned from last moon to this moon? Where am I, and we've got some really, really great creations coming out for you. And we've got, when you're in those experiences of reflection, that's when you refine back to me and say, okay, where is it that I really want to fly to? Where is it that I'm being called? Because right here, I'm leaving behind. It's not my vibration anymore. And you can see she's leaving the vibrations of what she was, and this is where her direction and her intention is going. That's how we manifest. When you take yourself out of that story and choose consciously, I call all of my energy back. I call all of my consciousness, all of my soul's essence. I'm taking and managing and offering the control of my consciousness. I am creating my destiny. I am the master of my destiny. I reclaim all of my power. I reclaim all of my light. I reclaim all energies, magnetic and otherwise, from all experiences of my past. And this is where I now direct my energy, my full intention, my full encasement, all that I am as the creator of my life. And I'm going to bring it to this intention now, because this is where I create. I am one with source. I'm absolutely in alignment with my highest potential, because now I'm really excited. I am the inner child of this now new creation. This inner child is now adventurous and exciting and really exuberant to move in this new dynamic way of who I am. And those are the energies that you want to create with, because that's source going, wow, she's got it. That's all the energy. That's all the excitement. She's meant to be in her bliss. Source and creator, regardless of what any dogma states, there is never any dogma that said, we can go back, take ourselves out of the dogma. Source absolutely asks each and every one of us to experience, explore, and be the adventurer of your own bliss. We're never meant to be in such pain and suffering all the time. We're just not. We release those energies in the process of healing when we come into acknowledgement, acceptance, and allowance of who we are, that all aspect, all soul fragments, all shadow, all inner wounding, and we call it in. But there are a lot of us that are empaths that have done so much clearing, that have done all of the work, that are remaining in stagnant cycles, and we're continuing to clear all the stuff from everybody else that's not taking their ownership of their own clearing and their own path of ascension and awakening. So that's when you really have to tune in as an empath or a crystal or rainbow child. When you've done your work and you've been here and you've been doing the clearing, but you still find those tremendously, intense cycles, clearing out the throat. You have to ask yourself, is this even mine? Or am I just taking on the energies of those around me and they're going through their chaos? So really put up the boundaries and really cut cords from emotional, mental, physical, energetic cords, and send those energies back to those that really need to process their pain. They need to process it. They need to know what choices they made in creating that pain, and why that pain is coming back to them, so that they can recenter in their own sacred child experience and then start exploring themselves in their unique, authentic way. And so it's really important as empaths that we become more awake to the energies that we are surrounding ourselves within, The activations we've gone through this summer have been an increase in our abilities and intuitive skills and senses, so that we're becoming more and more sensitive to the energies around us, and why it's really important to know your core vibration. Keep updated on your daily self-care, so that you're absolutely knowing what's yours, what's not yours, and ensuring that you're sending anything back to those that you know, are unknowingly or knowingly sending stuff your way. Been an experience of that on all levels and all realms, and my story will be written about one day in the years to come. But my intention now is to provide each and every person all of the experiences that I've gone through, the masterful energies of healing and clearing that I've learned through the process of giving my power away, having others' stories be more important than my own as a natural mother and caretaker and empath and light worker. Those were all of my inner intentions of coming here. And many mistake your kindness and your empathic gifts and skills, and they continue to take advantage of it and take you for everything that you're worth, vibrationally and emotionally, and physically and energetically. However they can choose to take things from you, they will. And as disheartening as it is, that's the soul's lessons that some are just here to use and learn through. And the heavens constantly assuring me that all are souls' lessons, and all will receive what is meant to be received in their own karma, in their own way that's designed by the karma board and their own souls. And so it's just a matter of us to return who we are as children of light, return to who we are, and recognize our own bliss in being the unique energy and essence of who we are. Because that essence of who we are as children will never be taken from us, can never be squashed from us. It can be manipulated and harmed, which is what happened to me. It can be manipulated and it can be harmed and it damaged, but it can never be taken. The light of who you are with source, the essence of who you are with source will always be. And that will never ever be taken by anyone, can never be squashed, can never be purported, cannot be, thwarted, cannot be stolen, cannot be taken, cannot be copied, cannot be anything. And why we have those such timelines of control and energy manipulation is because there are those still going through those karmic timelines of egocentric domination, wanting to get what they want just because they want it, and they don't want to see others receive any form of kindness or goodness based on the work that they've done, and whatever it might be, whatever the reasons are. They always go back to lack of self, lack of the knowing of who they are as spirit, because they've been wounded. And so what we require now is for all to awaken, and why I've gone through the story that I have, because all of our energies and all of the healings and all of the wounding, and however far and vast you want to receive yourself as light, the light body, the embodiment of your highest light potentiation, your highest harmonization and your eventuation with your Merkaba. In anything that you choose to self-actualize, you and source, you and source, you and source, it will always return to the core foundations. Who am I? What do I exist within, and what exists within me? And how magical and how blissful can I be in me? Regardless of anybody else's story, regardless of the environment, regardless of anything you see in the media, the outer does not matter, because it is your inner state of being, your inner state of bliss, your inner state of essence of who you are with source that is unique, that is authentic, that is only right for you. You are the miracle unto source, and it is that journey and adventure that allows you to press out and become anything you so choose. Anything. Any traumas and any abuses, anything can be resolved when you return to who you are. And it takes a lot to release all of those stories of dogma that stated that we are already sinners, that we are already not worthy of God, that we are already meant to be in pain and suffering our entire lives. I mean, how many of us have gone through dogma through which we felt bad about ourselves all the time? Those were not the intentions of source. They're never the intentions of source. We have the ability to be in free will of who we are as creators. And in that free will, it takes a while to heal the ego and the psyche wounds that naturally come about in your awakening. The awakening process is very natural and innate. Everyone will go through awakening, whether they want to or not. They will go through awakening because the light will continue to be bathed. Those that are not consciously awake, consciously means that you're aware of your awakeness, and you actually mold and maneuver your life to include and infuse more awakening, because it just feels so good to be more you. And that's why people just feel so so magnetized to those that are awake, because we get it. We get how it works. We get how the natural universal energies has nothing to do with the manipulation of energy. It has the natural flow of energies that just allow you to receive. It's okay that those games and those things are there, but once you've learned the story, you can step off that very painful and damaging game. Because those stories are still held in, I'm not enough, I have to be more, I have to get, I have to do, I'm going to steal, I'm going to take, I'm going to do, I'm going to steal. And that's where all the corruption and all of the things that are not necessary. It's not necessary. You can just surrender the stories and continue to devote to yourself and commit to yourself, going within and creating through the love of who you are. Returning your consciousness, returning your soul's energy. It has nothing to do with the world outside of you. It is the love of who you are within. But it takes all of those wounds for you to then, in your conscious awakened state, to say, okay, I understand the vibrational games that are going on here, and those that are psychic, those that are empaths and telepaths, you can always sense the game that's going on vibrationally. And therefore you can stop it before it starts, or just not even entangle with it or move away. Because those cues that your multidimensional bodies are showing you are saying that there's a better vibration out there for you. Find it, seek it. But you can only seek it outside of you when you're seeking it within you, because then you'll absolutely know, yes, this is who I am. I'm the sacred child again. I've got it back. I've got my essence and my everything that is in alignment with me. I've got that return of God, and it just keeps getting bigger and more bountiful, because in every way that you're going through your monthly awakening, you're calling in a soul fragment, and that soul fragment has beautiful gifts and wisdoms and knowledge and intelligence from that realm that it came from. So not only are you healing the wound of that realm, but you get everything that it comes with. And those of us that can see into the Akash and can see into those timelines, we're not ever shown. We don't ever allow ourselves to see those timelines unless for a purposeful reason here and now, so that you can realign your intentions, your direction, and your focus of your energy. And that's why sometimes you wake up from those really scary dreams, because those scary dreams are showing you that if you continue on the energy vibration that you are creating those similar experiences. So shift your direction. Change. And that's why you show yourselves those glimpses, whether it be through dreams or visions. The Akashic timelines are never and should never, and there's very many, in all of my works of doing this, when I first got my Akashic things turned on, there is levels of, vibrational headmasters, if you will, of every vibrational level, to ensure that the Akashic records and the Akashic timelines and any thwarting of energy, as we're done in many other timelines, will not occur. And so I've always suggested any of my private clients, anybody that has come to me, I absolutely honor the process of beautiful elemental and Gaia magic. Absolutely, and 100% have no judgments about any of that when it's done in honor of sacredness and the right use of will. When there's anything that is done in the manipulation of energy, as I've talked about many, many times, and there's a lot out there that people will come into attraction with because it's in your field to heal. Anything to do with mind control, black magic that harms or puts pressing negative energies on any other person, trying to affect their outcome, trying to affect their abundance, trying to affect their DNA, trying to affect anything, timelines, anything. All of that will be absolutely overseen by the highest angels. And as you call in that help, if you are knowing of anybody that does those, creates those experiences, you can call in the help and allowing yourself understanding of the stories where it resides within you to release all fears, to release all of those story connections and manipulations, and then have yourself being directed in a new way so that you're not entangling yourself with the stories that some want to create. Because they're so unnecessary. When you understand the natural flow of the universal laws, none of that is necessary. When you become the absolute mediator and in alignment of who you are as the consciousness of source, you can heal your body. And the herbs and the magic that is done to heal thyself in thy body, and having others assist you in that with using of the magic spells, then those are practitioners that take their work very profoundly and very innately and very seriously, and they only use it in the right use of will. So you'll know just by your discernment of what you're seeing and sensing out there in the world. And so be discerning of what feels good for you. Is it aligned with your right use of will? Will your honor be respected? Will your free will be respected? And this is why many of the things that's in our social experience, and they're not fun things to talk about, but these are the things that are coming about. They have to be talked about. and how to maintain your own energy field so that you're calling in and living within fully your light, setting the appropriate boundaries if you are an empath, and making sure that the cords are cut at all times so that you're not taking on any vibrational energies or entities that are siphoning your light or taking from your light in a way that you're not knowing, or playing with you in a way that feels inhibiting and you're feeling not well, because that's not okay. It's not okay for others to make you feel not well inside who you are because of their private agendas. And much of this has gone on in many other timelines, as we said, Maldek, Orion, many of the other Syrian, they're showing me a timeline in Sirius, and a very, very deeply controlled timeline in Orion, really early Orion timelines, that was so traumatic. And many of us carry those threads within us, and why it takes a long time to work through those stories, because it's steeped within many timelines. But many of the Orions are now here to help us to remove all of those controlling vibrational stories. Once the story has been learned karmically, and it's even steeped within those that you have relationships with, especially twin flame relationships or shadow twin flames, whatever the words and definitions are, it doesn't matter. Whatever energies, because they are in parent and parent conflicts as well, where you have that parent that dominates or chooses to use domination or control or any types of manipulation in any way, mentally, emotionally, or physically, in any abusive type of way. And they're very subtle, and sometimes they're very big and grand and unfortunate. But any types of those energies are those karmic soul resolutions that we've come to heal, transcend, and step out of, to now say for our earth, this is no longer accepted. And this is why, again, we see the reflection in our society that's coming up out of the woodwork too, about many, government agencies and all of these experiences down the road that will be refining how and what they do and how they use energy. Because now that we're aware and awake, we are doing more harm to our collective and to our society by any type of those experiences. And we're now clearing it out to say, what is the right use of will? How can we allow the power to return to the people and be sovereign and be owning and honoring of who we are and the benevolence of who we are? We have the right to allow our greatness within our spirit, the greatness within our bodies, the greatness within our mind, and our beautiful experience of our emotions. They're so very precious to us. And that's how we heal. The purity of your intent, the purity of your graciousness, the purity of who you are as a sacred child, that in and of itself is the most powerful experience of your creatorhood. You don't require anything else to manifest anything else. You just don't. That's the natural law of being in alignment with source, being in alignment with who you are as God, being in alignment with who you are as the best of you. And then you just keep seeking the best, and it just keeps coming forward. But there are those timelines through control and subjugation that, make no mistake about it, everyone on our planet is here to override and heal. Not to see, and as we said last week, when you're going through these experiences, they're very, very intense, especially, again, if you've come releasing karmic energies and cycles, karmic cycles with anybody in your social circle, friends, parents, grandparents, whatever, because those contracts that you take on for one another. And so any of those are now in your awareness when you're doing your daily self-care. How can I release subjugation? That should be a question that pops up currently. How can I release subjugation in every way? How can I release routine? How can I release obligation? How can I release limitation? How can I release restriction? Whatever is coming up for you. And breathe. And ground with Gaia, ground with Gaia, ground with Gaia, ground with Gaia. And you center to your heart, my divine sacred heart. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I just feel Spirit with me right now. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Each and every one of you are so special. Each and every one of you are the perfect child of Spirit, and your soul's essence is unique to you. Don't ever think that you have nothing to offer. Don't ever think that you are less than or compare yourself to others, because you are so beautiful and you are so unique. And the Mother and Father hold you right there. Your soul, everything that you are as a soul holds you so precious and so sacred in the beauty of who you are as spirit. And allow the stories to be just that. They're stories. There's no vibrational potentiation for you to stay clunged and stuck and pulled back continually by stories that you choose not to be a part of. You have your beautiful right as a sovereign being to step outside and say enough is enough. and make those affirmations clear to creation. Enough is enough. And I choose the highest vibrations from the heavens to assist me in breaking those bonds and breaking those chains, because I choose to surrender all karma energy that has anything to do with control, limitation, restriction, subjugation, because I am a free soul. My soul is free and my spirit is free, and I have the right to express who I am. And this is the sovereign right for every aspect of life, every aspect of life. And we are then returning it to the grids. And that, my dear lighted ones, is how you return the bliss to who you are. Understand the stories are just stories. You have those frictions, you have those experiences, so that you can then say, it's time for change and I'm going to move forward. It's time for change. I get to choose that. Now is a time for change and I'm going to celebrate it. Now is a time for change and I'm going to be exuberant in it. Now is a time for change and I'm going to send any and all energies to the Creator to be transmuted. And all energies that people might project to you to say, no, you can't stop because it's comfortable for me to, have you as a stable experience in my life, then you send that back to them and have them go within and do their own seeking compassionately and in peace. Because when you face it with peace and compassion, I'm just like you and I was there too. And I will support you from afar, but I will no longer be a part of the story. And I send you love and I send you light in our oneness, because we are one. We must have those shadow, conflict, niggle, red flag energies so that we are able to stand in our light and say, I no longer fear you. You're no longer a part of my experience that I have to fear and be upset constantly on the inner realms. No, those are all energies from the astral experiences from all of our timelines that are saying it's now been activated in your chakras. Call it forward and breathe. I'm going to call any fears, any discomfort, anything forward that is not magnificent. I call it forward now, because you know why? Because I am. I am a part of the Christ consciousness. I am a part of the heavens. I am an angel. I am a master. I am an ascended master in my own right. And in my own right, body, mind, heart, spirit, and soul, and the purity of who I am with the mother and the father and all that I am as a spirit and a soul, I face everything and I say, I love you and I accept you for the blessings. And now I choose to transmute you and I release you, because I get to recycle all that I am in the highest vibration of knowing of who I am. And breathe, I am sacred, and breathe, I am sacred. My light is sacred, and I'm breathing my light. I'm breathing my light, I'm breathing my light, and I get to be new, I get to be me, and I get to be new, and I get to be me, and I get to create in the gentleness of me, because I am that I am, I am that I am, and I release all stories that do not serve. And I cut all cords of all energies, and anything that is being sent to me is being sent back in a bubble of love, because I can, because there is nothing that can touch the love. There's nothing that can touch pure joy. It's just not in the same vibration. And they will be sent back. And they will be sent back. And then there'll be the awakening for those that create those stories to say, well, maybe there's an easier and more gentle way so that I'm not creating tower moment after tower moment and harming others. And, governments will have to do this as well. If they're doing remote viewing without permission and subliminal mind controls that some countries have used, those are the things that will be coming up for us to say, well, how have we given our power away to say that's okay? It's not okay. So let's be the best that we can be. We can assign our light and our power to who we are as sovereign beings of light. And we get to choose to say, I live in a consciously awake state now. And anything that comes to me in my vibrational reality, that's all vibration. We're clearing. Thank you, Spirit. And those are root and sacral clearings that many of you are doing right now that are watching. So just call it forward. I'm calling forward any of these energies of fear and anxiety or discomfort from any timelines that I've been controlled, that I have been manipulated by energy, or have had any devastation or persecution by any types of controls. I'm calling them forward. Any double standards that are in my life now that I want to resolve peacefully and with mastery. And I'm being bathed by the holy white light, 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 because I am, because I am, because I am, because I'm perfect and I'm pure and I'm real, and I get to return to my bliss because I choose. I choose, I choose, I choose, and my choice and my intention, pure will, pure intent, pure choice. That is how you change your reality, because you are worth it. You're worthy to feel the bliss of who you are, regardless of what others may or may not think, or may not have attitudes or schemes or agendas. It does not matter. Live in the bliss of who you are and redirect yourself to that timeline and that reality that is exciting and beautiful and pure and sacred. And we get to share that love with Gaia. We get to share who we see Gaia as. We get to share who we are as Gaia. Our energies are one with Gaia. When you breathe in with Gaia, you're creating the element reignition and recalibration with Gaia. Her new grids, her new energy our new bodies, our new energy, constant reevaluation. Wow, I'm just feeling really great right now. I'm evaluating how I feel. I'm grounding. I'm calling in the beautiful highest codes, and I know that I've just released a really, really big, dense story because I've transmuted the energies I needed to, and I need to return to who I am as my highest elevation of control and choice. I don't need anyone outside of me. I don't need anything outside of me. I know who I am. I know what I sense, and I know what I feel, and I'm returning all of my energies back to me. That's how I create. By not living in a place of uneasiness and wafting back and forth because of other people's stories. No, I stand firm in who I am, and I will move forward. And I will speak as the light of spirit because that is my gift and my essence. And so to return to the bliss of you, who are you? Yes, there will be the stories. Yes, there will be the challenges, and that's just navigating your mastery that you wanted. You wanted some really challenging stories. Know that everything is cyclical. So if you've had a really easy time, then you're going to be faced with some challenges. You're meant to. You can't transcend into anything more and anything more expanded if you're not going through the challenges. Where you do have to return within. Who am I? Do I want to follow that story? Is that where my energy is going? Is that what I'm giving my energy to? Or I want to follow this story that feels really light and peaceful and honoring. And every person has an infinite number of choices every day, where they're directing their energy in whatever portal of media they want to present themselves to. And that's your part of learning too, is just say, well, why am I attracted to this? Let's clear this. What is this showing me? What is this allowing me to explore in this vibration? Because remember, it's all a vibrational exploration. There's no right or wrong. You're going to clear and you're going to heal at some point. At some point, you're going to get tired of watching the same show where they show blowing up in disregard to Gaia or disregard to human life or disregard to divine feminine. You know, all of those industries will be changing because it's in disregard to the divine feminine. It's in disregard to, you know, they will be in disregard to the bodies, to our health and our wellness, and where our value system is for our own inner beingness, our own inner consciousness with our life force, and how to take pride and honor in it, and how to be sacred with it, how to be sacred with your life force. Be sacred with your life force, because you are a miracle. You are sacred. You are special. You are beautiful. You are transcending every level of abuse and torment that you've ever been put through on any realm. And that's why the ascension cycles are so really important. So honor it and be rich and sacred with it. When you're having an intense release, take yourself to the beach or take yourself upon Gaia and just relax and reflect. And then you get to refine, wow, I just transcended that and I came up and wow, that was a lot of intensity. So how can I see this anew? Well, I can move through those experiences of control. I know how to manage myself. I know how to speak for my truth. I know how to be an advocate and a voice for others. I know how to see our reality from different levels, from different angles. And I know how to see through the psyche on a few more different levels. I'm understanding these things about psyche wounds and what it is to be the inner child all over again, and to soothe myself and nurture myself and create honor and goodwill, and to have that power to create. All of those experiences are moment for moment, monthly cycles where you become the mother and the father. You become the essence of the emulation and the presentation of the heavens. That's why you're here. You're here to remember the bliss of you. You are the mother. You are the father. You are the sacred child. And there will be those times where you have to soothe yourself and bring yourself back up from the brink and pull yourself back up from those places where you were wounded very deeply. And you're going to say, okay, I get it. There's roles that we've all played. I forgive it deeply, and just spend 5 minutes a day in forgiveness. I forgive everything and everyone that has ever harmed me, and I send back love and compassion and goodness to all. Because I know that love and compassion and goodness is going to be that field that I'm walking on, and I want it to be gentle. I want the gentleness to go back to the grids. And this is where you realize and you understand that everything that you put out is coming back to you, and it's going to come back really fast. And you want it to be good and gentle and kind and soft and supple and nurturing. That's what our planet deserves. Our planet deserves that from us. She's given to us so gracefully. And now it's time for us to be the vibration that honors her as our sacred dance of remembrance of who we are as bliss to come back. That is the bliss of who we are. It's honoring the path, being gentle with the navigation through challenges and intensities and densities, because we've created it. However someone may want to feel when the things come out, you know, about what's been hidden under the carpet and all of these experiences that our collective will go through. We've all created it on all timelines through our just lack of consciousness by giving our power away. to groups and to beings that don't have our highest interest at heart. And they are reflected in our individual lives. How have I given you my power away to you direct my life when my life is my purpose, my life is my direction, my life is my choice, and I choose everything about my life now. Reclaim all my power, reclaim all of my light, and this conversation must be had with every karmic person so that you are clearing the karmic cords all together, and it's wrapped up nice and tidy and then sent to the heavens, so that every karmic relationship is clean and tidy, so they do not continue karmic cycles. You must reclaim your light. You must reclaim all of your power. You must reclaim all that has occurred and then summate it into the highest light. Recycle it. I recycle those times where I gave my power away. See, clearing. And now that I've claimed all my power, now that I claim all my energy back, I'm seeing how many times I allowed the story to harm me and to hurt me. And that's not going to happen anymore because I bring my power back to me. I reclaim all of my power, the epicenter of me, and I choose new. And that is how you build that true self-empowerment, through those challenging cycles. And that's how you truly stand as the leader and the advocate of who you are. And you get to say, I'm here to present myself as a part of the heavens. These are the experiences I've had, and this is how I can help our collective. Because our collective will be going through such experiences. Well, how do we alchemize it? How do we alchemize it? Just saying something doesn't alchemize it, as Jesus showed me. And we had a giggle. I said, Jesus, well, can't I just say this? And he says, no, you got to feel it. You got to feel it, and you got to alchemize it. You got to transmute it. You got to recycle that energy that was so painful. You got to own it. You say, yes, this was painful. Give yourself permission to know the pain and to feel it. I feel this pain. I'm feeling it fully. Because most often what happens is that the body, depending on when the trauma occurred, the body and the psyche, the psychosis just shuts down because it's so painful. Especially for the children that have been, highly disregarded in many of the trafficking experiences and the abuse experiences they have. Their psychosis just shuts down. They cannot, they're putting that veil over that experience, that vibrational experience. And those wounds have to be felt, and it has to be felt in a very beautiful and safe and sacred way. And we will have to come up with healing systems for that sacredness so that their essence of their spirit returns to them. And this is a multidimensional experience that we will all have to awaken to. Those that have experienced such traumas and such abuses, to feel that and be okay feeling it, and work your way into that soothing of that feeling. I'm allowing myself to feel the pain. I'm giving myself permission because it must be released. I want to release this experience and no longer suppress it and suffocate it with not thinking that my emotions don't matter. Your emotions absolutely matter. Your emotions create matter. And that's why you keep creating. If those emotions are suppressed, they're still in your vibrational fields and bodies, those emotions will continue to send vibrations out about the trauma that you've experienced, and you will attract others that want to cause that trauma with you. The co-creation. No, it's different to those controlling vibrations you have in your field. No, you're in full control of who you are. You have absolute story control and rewriting all characters and all themes. You are absolute manifester with God. You are co-creator with God all the way, all the way, all the way. Everything is you. You are the creator of your reality. Every thought, every word, every deed, all that you are is your creatorhood. So be okay with whatever comes forward, and you face it with great luxury. You face it with great endurance. You face it with great, of course, most of all, gentleness. You want to be so sacred and gentle. So sacred and gentle, because that's what we have not been shown. Very few in our reality right now, if you can name them, the beings on our planet, and the ones that have been the most, given us the highest vibrational attunement with, that have been so very gentle, are the ones that are not on our planet and we call ascended masters. The ones that have gone through the experience of such trauma and pain, like Mother Mary. I am a katatake. I see, I am a. And where's the gentleness now? Where is the leaders in our collective that understand multidimensional traumas and experiences that we all go through? Because the inner child for every single person on this planet will have to be perceived and healed, acknowledged and soothed and loved and honored and cared for, that's returning your bliss. Because when you care about yourself and love yourself enough not to play those games anymore, that's when you start creating these new portals where you're just gonna, because you do care. I care about who I am. I care about how I feel. I care about how others feel around me. I want to just exude such light and such love. I want to illuminate all that I am because I care. I care about what's going on inside of me. I absolutely care. My value on my emotions can't be higher. It just can't be, because I know that's how I create. I want to create a beautiful world. I will absolutely bring light every footprint. And when I touch those flowers, the song will be sung, because I understand energy and I know the gifts I've come with. I know that when I touch Gaia, when I tune into Gaia, there is a song and there is communion and there is sacredness. I know that when I connect with hearts, there is a communion, there is a sacredness, and there is a song that activates greater heavenly song. That is the activation of the light body. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. And those that are Christ conduits absolutely know that. You absolutely know that. Any Christ conduit that's tuning into this channel, and I know there are a few because you are my clients, and we are friends and we are family. And you can feel the field, you can feel the trees, you can feel the fairies, you can see the song and hear the song within it. You are a gift. That is why you are here, is to sing that song, to be the song of what you see. Be the song of what you see. Be the song of what you feel. Be the song of who you are. Be the song of your creativity. Be the song of your safety and your emulation to be here safely. This is a garden. You are meant to be here. You are treasured and you matter. You are the beautiful assimilation. You are the beautiful catalyst that is spirit in human benevolent form. Know this, I am benevolent. I am here for a reason. I will be who I am. I will be who I am. I will be who I am. For I am the Holy Christ. I am the Holy Christ in physical form. I am the Holy Christ. I have sacred geometry. I have sacred wisdoms. I have sacred intelligence, and I am meant to be here, and I will take the time. And I will absolutely ensure that there is self-care in my day. Absolutely, because I'm gentle with me and I want to care. Because it does matter. Our planet matters. The water we drink matters. The air that we breathe matters. The children before us matter. The earth beneath us matter. We are the essence. We are the accumulation of all that we've ever been through. And those soul fragments require that you acknowledge all that you are. All shadow energies, all energies that you might feel you might be judged from, old dogmatic systems that said you were not enough and not perfect. You are perfect. You're just now allowing yourself to be more perfect when you call in those fragments and those energies that are not pretty and not kind sometimes. But when you love them whole and you call in that shadow and say, why did you feel that way? You're safe. It's okay. I love you. And that little child doesn't have to feel harmed anymore. That little child doesn't have to feel traumatized anymore, because you are the mother of who you are. And you get to sing yourself a new song, and you get to rewrite your new story, and you get to be one with spirit, and you get to be that sacred child all over again, where this playground is so adventurous and you get to be a part of creating it. Because Gaia is so worth it. Gaia is so rich in her love for us. The heavens sing to her and she sings to the heavens, and we are the bridges in between. And so open your heart and sing, dear lighter ones. You are a miracle, you are a miracle, you are a miracle. And know that your voice and your consciousness is all yours. Your free will, your right, and the right use of will. It's all required. It's all required that you learn and you navigate and you practice how to be a master. That's why we're here. We have the benevolent buffet of spirit right before us and all people that we co-create with. So face all with love. Commune in love and entanglement of the power of who you are as spirit, to be peaceful, to be calm, to be generous, to be gentle, and to state your intentions with clarity and confidence, because you know who you are. You've worked through the stuff. And you are now open to say, all right, spirit, I've worked through it. I've worked through it. Now I'm ready to receive. Bring it. I am so ready for a gift. I am so ready to be blessed with a great friend. I am so ready to be blessed with some abundance of all kinds. I get it. I get it. I get it. And I accept myself through it all. You got to accept yourself through it all. Can't just say, yeah, I get it and move on. No, accept yourself fully. Accept yourself in all parts of it. And go back into that summation and the counsels. You'll feel the counsels when you awaken to your higher self. And you awaken to all the teams and the beings that are with you. And you have your new moon summation. You've just gone through something really powerful, and you did that reflection. You changed your choices. You changed your vibration. You intentionally went in and say, today I will wake up and I will change how I speak. Today I will wake up and I change how I act. Today I will wake up and I change how I would treat people. Again, clearing. That's why you know that is truth. Because when you are in alignment with truth, your body clears. You are speaking your vibrational truth. You are being your vibrational essence, and spirit will show you in every physical way. You're a multidimensional being of light. That's how you know you're aligned, because you're clearing out the gunk. You're clearing out the gunk that said, no, you weren't worthy. No, your message wasn't important. Yes, it is. Your message is very important because it's you. You are your message. You are your story. You are your song. You are the majesty of who you are, and nobody can take it from you. Nobody can copy it from you. You are unique, and you're meant to be. We're meant to be unique pieces of the puzzle. Like a fingerprint, like a beautiful water droplet. It's all unique. It's all meant to be there. It's all meant to be unique. It's all meant to be unique. It's all meant to be unique. So don't let any other fear or story thwart you. Know who you are. Be in that vibration of who you are. Be the essence of who you are. And stand in your truth of that. You are aligned with spirit. You are aligned with spirit. Show me the way, spirit. And your song will come forward. And that's how you know you're speaking your truth, because anything that is not in alignment of that, you'll sense it. You say, no, I'm not discerning with that one. That one just doesn't feel right. I'm going to go this way. And that's where you just choose from that heart space. You choose from your I am presence. You choose from all that you are as a beautiful embodiment of light. Your chakras hold intelligence. Your chakras hold wisdoms. Your heart space holds the infinite wisdoms of who you are in the universe, and you bring it forward as that alchemy. I'm alchemizing all that I am in all moments. Once a day, do alchemy. I'm harmonizing all aspects of who I am. I am soul, I am soul, I am spirit in human form, and I will create my own majesty. And I get to choose what I want to receive. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, spirit. And spirit will bring you extras just because spirit loves you so much. Because spirit says, wow, you did that. You went from being this yesterday to being this today. That is how you know, dear lighted ones. Make no mistake about it. We say with great pause and breathe. And that is how you know that you are awakening and you are in line with spirit, because each day you wake up and say, I will, today I will, today I will, today I will speak with loving kindness because my throat chakra deserves it. And it is an honor of the heavens. There is so much wisdom in your throat chakra. You have no idea what's going on in there. Do not suppress your voice. Do not suppress your song. Speak it with grace. Speak it with ease. Speak it with vibrancy. Speak it with peace and calm and strength. You can speak with strength and great clarity. You do not have to yell. The lion does not have to roar. Be in peace, be in gentleness, and be in confidence of who you are. And every day that you choose to come forward and say, I'm going to alchemize that energy I had yesterday, because boy, that didn't feel good, but I knew I had to feel it. I had to feel it. I felt it for all it was worth, and now I'm going to alchemize it, because today I'm going to have a great day. Right now, I'm going to have a great now. And I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to take care of my mind. I'm going to read some great books. I'm going to call in some great inspirations. I'm going to meditate in nature. I'm going to check in and I'm going to tune in with my spirit. I'm going to speak affirmations of joy. I'm going to speak affirmations of importance and value, because all that I am is returning to me. I reclaim all that I am. I reclaim all my light. I reclaim all of my choices, because my life is based on who I am as spirit. I know who I am. And that is how we return who we are, reclaiming all the things that we've given away, reclaiming all the power that we've given away, and you get to live in the bliss of who you are. That, dear lighted ones, is true self-empowerment. It's through your alchemy. And every day you wake up, I'm going to be this today. I'm going to create this today. I'm going to explore this today, and just allow love to live through you. Just allow. State your intentions and then allow. State your direction and your intentions and then allow. And that's source saying, all right, we're with source. I'm an open vessel. I'm allowing. My chakras are clear. Anything that comes up, even if it might seem scary or afraid or anxiety filled like I used to feel yesterday, I absolutely know I'm just going to keep allowing the bliss of who I am. Because the bliss of who I am is such great energy now, different than it was yesterday. That energy of bliss will face whatever's coming up and absolutely transmute most of it. And what will be left is the lesson and your empowerment and your strength to be more of who you are as the master. That's why the masters lived in the law of allowance, never controlling anything. Masters do not control. They just don't. They understand the power of God. They understand the power of spirit. They understand the power of allowance. You are a vessel of pure love. Why would you want to control anything not that? Wouldn't you want to live in a constant state of love and transmutation? And we are here to anchor that to Gaia, make no mistake about it, so that our soils are rich and our water is pure and our air is pure and the children run free and safe, so that nobody is taken advantage of. and that no human is ever harmed again. Is that not the future that we see? Is that not the future that we absolutely all want? For whatever reasons, to be joyful, to be pleasant, to be good to one another, to be kind to one another, to know that all have abundance in all forms and all ways. And the light comes in. And you will be shown in every way, dear lighted ones. And we're going to do a beautiful oracle card from some beautiful Gaia, and we're going to do an activation from the holy heavens. Thank you, Gaia, and the Christ consciousness. Thank you, Spirit. And we're going to do some sacred sounds. So all you have to do in light language is just know that anything that is meant to be in your field to be transmuted, to be shaped and shifted. Thank you, teams. All of your teams are coming in with you right now. They're standing behind you, just helping you move the energy, just helping you remove any blocks. Just say with intention, I choose to release any blocks and any hurdles, anything that is in my energy field, my bodies, anything that needs to be shifted and transmuted, please do so now through my intention and through my permission slip to give myself to say, I'm done with this. I've learned the stories and the lessons within it, and I choose to release this and let it go because I want to be this vessel of love. I want to be this vessel of light so that I live within the place of who I am. And breathe. And let go. And breathe. And let go. Release all negativity. Release all restriction, all limitation, all fear, all anxiety. Because in all of our days, we end up picking it up somewhere, somehow, and just release it. Through breath, I am pure, I am love. 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 Calling Lord Michael and the heavenly angels and the healing angels and the healing guides, the soul teams and the celestial teams of those listening now and future now moments. Please surround our beautiful clients and our participants with love and with light so that they are anchored to the light of Gaia, to the grids of Gaia and their purity of their intention to be light. Thank you, Spirit. We're so excited. There's so much energy running through me right now. Thank you, Spirit. So these are probably going to be loud, so you might want to turn your volume down on your laptop or your tablet. And the heavenly councils, please provide us with codes of the Holy Christ, Metatron, Melchizedek, and all of the heavenly councils and all of the heavenly orders and the divine sacred hearts of the Holy Mother and the Father and the Holy Christ within each and every person, the spirit that is within each and every person, whatever you call the Creator God to be, all that is, the magnificent creator of all miracles and all magic upon earth and all realms. Everything in between is the Holy Spirit. Everything in between is the Holy Spirit. Everything in between is the Holy Spirit. And this is love and this is light. This is the essence of who you are to come forward and play, and the bliss of who you are as you heal and love who you are, as you heal and love who you are. And just allow the spirit of the Arcturians, Pleiadians, Syrians, Arcturians, Orions, thank you. And Lyrians, thank you, Lyrians, that are showing up. Centaurans, thank you. Ayama ayate ayama a esisi ayama ayat the kishi ayama makata ke a esisi ayama ayat the ayama ya esi ayama ea oh ya nae amaya to the ke amaya te ke ama esi ayama ayama ke ama Hi, Shishaya to the gate, the gate. Oh, yeah, to the gate, to the gate. Lots of heart clearing, lots of heart clearing. Just breathe up and anchor. The beautiful seedlings of earth, the beautiful seedlings of earth. That is you, dear lighted ones. It is you, dear lighted ones. You are the seeds of love. You are the seeds of love. Spread your wings, dear lighted ones. Spread your wings, dear lighted ones. And reach up to the heavens, new codes. All chakras are open. I receive new codes of light. I receive new codes of light. I receive new codes of light. Bathe all chakras, bathe all chakras, bathe my fields with the divine rainbow light of the new earth, the rainbow light of new earth, the rainbow light of new earth. And I bathe my creation, I bathe my creation, I bathe my creation with love and light. Everywhere I walk is love. I seek love and I see love and I experience love in new ways. I get to explore love. I get to express love in new ways. And I send love, light to all. I send love and light to all because you know, you are me and I am you and we are one. We are one, we are one, and the planet loves us. We are one, and we are here to create brilliance. We are one, we are here to create magic. For we are the flowing and the essence and the bliss of Source. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. And that's some solar plexus energy that's going on right there. Thank you, Spirit. Is there any frequencies of channel energy or information would like to come forward from the councils and from the light? Lots of clearing going on in the solar plexus, dear ones. Remember to state your I am presence and your I am affirmations throughout your day. And breathe, just release. I receive new versions of me through my intention of who I am as a pure spirit of love and light in human form, and I get to change who I am. Through my intentions and through my willingness to know who I am as spirit, it just allows spirit to flow. It's not complex, dear lighted ones, it's very simple. Just allowing yourself to be spirit. Just allowing yourself to step out of those routines that keep you so small and limited. For you know absolutely everything within you just wants to fly and soar and be free. How many of you want to feel liberated? How many of you ache to feel liberated? How many of you sit at home and say, boy, this routine is just so drab? How can you change it? How can you shift? How can you infuse love and light and excitement in all moments? And it begins with the breath, because spirit will show you worlds and realms right within you. And this is how, dear lighted ones, you bring the heavens to the earth. For everything within you is meant to be brought forward, whether it be through a giggle, a laugh, an imagination, a dream, a vision, a pretending, a communion, a sharing of light, a sharing of oneness, a sharing of your belonging to one another, a belonging to the tribe of all that you are as a human collective. In all of your challenges and all of your stories, for you are still one. You are showing one another how strong you are. You are showing one another how gentle and kind you are. You are showing one another how intelligent you are to create a new human experience, that there is nothing beyond impossible. For you know this. You know this, each and every one of you, so strong within your spirits are ready to come forward. What are you holding back? What are you holding back, dear lighted ones? So many of your solar plexuses are now saying, no more holding back. We must be free. I must sing and I must dance and I just simply must have joy in my life because I can. And I can choose to see all stories as a part of who I am. I can choose to see it as a beautiful story and an elegant song of who I am because it is my bliss to be who I am, and I hold this with great honor, for that is the healing of thine name. In thy honor of who I am, I hold myself high. I have done the best that I can, and I learn in all ways and all days to be a more expressive experience of who I am as love. And in this, dear lighted ones, you claim who you are upon your planet of grace. Such beauty, such honor. Aren't you all just honor? Yes, you are. We are reminding you that you are all honored. We celebrate you in all ways to be your very best. Be the butterflies of light that you are. Be the butterflies of light, dear lighted ones. You are an elegant soul, dear lighted ones. Elegance becomes you. Elegance becomes you when you just simply be and allow. And you will see your world shift through allowance. Just allow the energies to pass and flow and celebrate and hold yourself dear. Hold yourself dear in those moments of great intensity of lack as you're releasing such fear and darkness. Every tear washes away a level of density that's no longer you. It's no longer needed in this world of light that you know absolutely that you want to belong within, and you are. For every time you release those experiences, dear lighted ones, and why they are so intense, is because your light is taking over. Your light is saying, I now infuse breath with light. I now infuse my thoughts with light. I now infuse my words with light. I now infuse my intentions and my dreams and my visions and my imaginings or pretendings with light. For I am that I am. I am the light in all things. And if it must come forward in an intense way that I cry and I release, then I will soothe myself in the embrace of who I am, and I am becoming my light. Oh, I just had my whole body overcome with most profound goosebumps. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Just allow, dear lighted one. You are a beautiful unfolding song. Every day you're writing new notes. This is how Spirit is showing me. Oh, sacred children, you're so beautiful. We love you and adore you so. For our perspective, we always see you as an unfolding song. We're so proud of dear light of the world. So proud to call you our children. You've overcome so much. Your notes, special notes in the song of God, song of heaven. We celebrate you. Celebrate. Celebration of the sacred child. That was so wonderful. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. We hope you've enjoyed that activation. And we're going to, I'm so grateful, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. And those are just really quick alignments that you can remember who you are as a sacred child while you're here. And anything that you're moving through that seems confusing, just know that there's a lesson and a blessing with it. You might not know now, you might know a week from now and a year from now. That's how Ascension works, because you're in every evolving experience of Spirit. You're becoming the flower in the garden that you are in one moment of your life. They're just showing me this. In one moment of your life, in one transition cycle, everything is a cycle. When you step up to these new cycles, you can see the beautiful garden that you've come through, all of the transitionary work and the transformational work you've done by accepting and allowing yourself. One day you might be this flower, and the next day you're going to be this, and then the next week you're going to be this whole garden, because you've allowed yourself to explore who you are in all levels and all vibrations, and not damn yourself or judge yourself for it or any other. And that's the hard part, because we've come from egocentric experiences in societies where that's all we've done is judge, and we've given our power away to belonging or not belonging, and we've damned others for not belonging, and we've damned ourselves for not belonging. And so it's about just knowing that all moments are the unfurling of new flowers, of new becoming, and it's meant to be that special and that sacred. And so just allow it and understand the process of the evolution of the psyche, the evolution of the sacred child within. Thank you, Spirit. Sacred being of light, thank you. So know your own truth, and thank you. We're going to pull a couple of these. Oh, that's wonderful. We were just talking about that. This one came flying out. What is this one? Oh, that's so wonderful. The first one that came out was the Earth Magic. Look at that beautiful picture. I just love these cards. This deck is by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. It's called the Priestess of Light. And it's this beautiful divine feminine shaman, and she's got the sun behind her. The symbolisms within the sun for each and every person are unique and different. They're meant to be, because you all come from different collectives and celestials, and the representation of life in and of itself through the sun and the sacred codes and the sacred beautiful, I'm so grateful, the beautiful embodiment of the creators of our galaxy and our universes and all energies that are micro, macro within all the aspects of life. And this is about fearlessness and removing obstacles, which is what we just talked about. Removing of obstacles is just transmuting them. It's just transmuting. That's how you remove it, because energy can never be destroyed. It can only be transmuted. And through your creation of yourself as love, you just transmute it. And those obstacles are just perceiving it in a new way, shifting your perspective and your intention, and directing yourself as energy in a new way. And therefore, you're creating a new experience of who you are as Earth Magic. You are the Earth Magic of who you are as energy, the vibration you experience, the vibration you want to experience, and the vibration you want to co-create with Spirit upon the earth and when the earth, because remember your sacred Trinity. That everything that you are is at a culmination and an amalgamation of all that you are in your sacred Trinity. And that's how truly you can only illuminate your light body. It cannot be only held within one experience. It is the experience of all that you are in your sacred Trinity. And that is your fearlessness to just get to know yourself and be rich in getting to know yourself. Be sacred in your journey, be loving in your journey. And know that as you do, all that you are as a multidimensional being will become awakened to you. Your light body, the embodiment of who you are as light, and the energy fields and the experiences that you walk within will show you the sacred gifts and the sacred illumination, your sacred soul essences of who you are as Spirit. Your soul essences and your soul's gifts are unique to you. Because, as I said earlier, and it's really important that each understand, because we've come from such steeped systems of judgment and lack and sin and all that we've been taught and all that we've been crucified by. We've all had our crucifixions of judgment in all of our social circles, whether it be familial, lineage, not measuring up, whatever it want to be, because we've all experienced it all. But in doing so and registering all of those vibrational stories, you now get to be a master through your refinement, your reflection of who you are. And you get to choose what vibrational experience that you want to now activate anew through your becoming of that sacred child. What gifts do I want to explore? What am I excited to create? What do I want to really practice with and call in from all of my soul? The soul. Okay, so they're showing me something right now, just if I can put it into words, because there's 3 stories going on right now. The soul in and of itself is, remember this beehive, if I can put it into a shape, it's a beehive and it's constantly harmonizing in all of your experiences. The more open and flowing you are, you have the greater experiences of who you are as a multidimensional experience to bring to earth, to live through earth, to be in joy and sacred bliss of who you are. Thank you, the highest spirits. Now if I can add in this contribution to the story. The contribution of the sun in and of itself is to illuminate every soul within its soul's plan, within all of the existence of, we can just say this galaxy, if we will, because the sun is unique to this galaxy, although it also encapsulates the entire universe and multiverse. And so if you can imagine the sun that is within you, you are the spiraling essence. Remember, this is you and God, you and Source, you and the sun, and all of your worlds and all of your planets and all of your souls and all of your bodies and all of your gifts and all of your talents and all experiences and all lessons and all. You could write an infinite number of books based on everything that you are as a soul. And so as you stand within this sun of who you are, you're constant. So this is a great experience and illustration of what they're showing me. The sun is the sun. The micro, macro, sun, and the sun. Micro, macro. The sun is in that micro, macro threading of the essence that is Source, the love of Source, the song of Source, constantly threading and weaving in and out and weaving in and out and weaving in and out. So if you're not open to all that you are, and you're still living in those damnations of who you are, from outer realities, from outer stories, from other people's stories, you're living from that outer perspective, not going within and owning who you are as the clarity and the love of who you are, then those gifts and energies cannot be continually nourished and bringing to you the harvest, which is the gratitude of all the blessings that you are. You are a blessing of spirit. You are a blessing of spirit. Your gifts are unique to you. Your soul's essence, your soul's expression, your soul's experience, your soul's exploration is unique to you. No other soul, each and every one of you have one of these that are linked to you and connected to you. And they, yes, are connected to a planetary theme, galactic theme. The galactic lessons, the soul lessons, and the oversoul lessons, the oversoul lessons are now threaded with you. As you clear out those soul fragments, you are now seeing how you are clearing all fears, all limitations, all restrictions, because they're all illusion. There is only love. And that love will allow you to experience your greatest harvest. And that sun is the nourishment of that. That sun is the flowing energy that is the song of Source. That is the essence of who we're all becoming. And it, well, again, as we do and as I do through sacred light language and sound, the movement of that in the quantities and the we use qualitative in different words. The word they're giving me is qualitative, but it's not how we use it here on this planet. It's the qualitative embrace of movement. Qualitative is the richness and the essence of Source. And it is the song through sacred light language, through sacred tones, through colors, through illumination, through creative expression, through all of your gifts as a creative soul. Your creative gifts will always provide you that infinite abundance. Are you living in the center of your soul as the nourishment of the sun, the mother and the father, the soothing of yourself, the will of who you are as a creator, and just allowing it? Because those soul fragments will come forward naturally. It's when you've healed it and when you've honored it and you've known it and you've acknowledged it, all the good and the bad that we term to define, it's not. It's just all of you. There has to be in that infinity experience, our universe is based on universal laws of balance. Anything that was created in the karma, if you will have its equal balance of infinite divine expression. There must be. There always is. There always will be. And it takes that we refine through our sacred hearts and be present and live from the choices of the heart. Live from the choices of the centeredness. Call up that sacred child and be the blessing of who you are and allow it. And that's when magic creates. That's when we heal our planet. That's when we create the wellness of our body. Because the vibration of love is so exuberant. The vibration of love is so miraculous. The vibration of love will bring you abundance in all ways and any ways. And that's all that's required. that you just love and be you, love and be you, love and be you. So today, dear lighted ones, allow yourself a few minutes to journal. Who am I? What is my unique gift? Who am I as a gift? What does that gift mean to me? And it doesn't mean, again, releasing yourself from the egocentric experiences of doing. It is an expression of your soul's essence. It is the expression of who you are as source, the lovely son, the lovely mother, father, the lovely sacred child that just wants to have fun expressing. And that simple expression of joy and fun and adventure as the sacred child will always, 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 make no mistake about it, it will always call in abundance for you. Abundance in friendships, abundance in knowing, abundance in worthiness, abundance in value, because that is the soul. That's why you're here. To remember who you are as a soul, to remember who you are as sacred, to remember who you are as the sacred blessing, the bliss of who you are, the expression of who you are, joyfully, creatively. And those that might call it a vocation and offer it for exchange of money and monetary experiences, that's fine. But don't ever forget where that comes from, the centering, the bliss of who you are, the essence of who you are as spirit, constantly changing, constantly evolving. And that's why when you awaken to this and you live from this place of constant exploration of bliss as that sacred child, you will always, always, always have infinite ideas, infinite co-creations, and you will be able to create something from nothing over and over and over and over again. And that is direct alignment of spirit. The sacred child becomes, the sacred bliss becomes, and so you are. And we love you, dear lighted ones. We're going to pull one flower card because we want to celebrate Gaia today. Thank you, spirit. And we love you, dear lighted ones. We wanted to say we thank you so much for all of those that have booked coaching sessions with us. We now have sessions of 4 hydromancy, the same price as our sessions of 4 coaching sessions. For those that want to take your vibrational alignment, celestial activations, any clearing, any healings for any traumas, anything that you'd like to touch in and connect with on those. There's sessions of 4 for 45 minutes, but every session we've done so far has gone over. I'm going to have to change those alignments, but if you want to get in, there's 4 sessions of 4, and we also have hydromancy now because my teams have been showing me and awakening me to the powers of hydromancy and the beautiful expression and how we heal and change our chemistry. And we also have private intuitive sessions, just single sessions. We have, I think, I can't remember, our website will be open very soon. Thank you, everyone. And for our 3 books that are on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, our Ascension books and our Ascension Pathwork and our Dance with Creation book, Fifth Dimensional Consciousness Ascension book. That was our first book that we wrote. And thank you, Spirit, for all of your help in channeling all of those wisdoms and informations and all of our illustrations. We've got new illustrations coming out this week. And we thank everybody for being a part of this journey. And those beautiful people that have sent in donations, we love you so much, and it was so helpful. And we're so grateful for your donations that assist me in paying my illustrator to do those illustrations and to help me. So your donations absolutely help in creating the illustrations and the Ascension work. And I love you so much. I'm so happy for you to be with us. I'm so happy. I love you. And those of you that join us on our weekly classes and coaching sessions and our Divine Feminine Moon Wisdom, Healing and Leadership classes, we have some profound explorations. I'm so grateful to all of our global webinar clients. Just, I can't believe how much we've grown in this year. It's been amazing. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful because that's my sacred child is returning. Thank you, Spirit. They're just showing me all these things that I've done this year because, again, I tend to just keep going and taking time to, so they're giving me, they're giving me a little talking to right now. Joanna, you need to celebrate yourself more. Everything I've done, I just rattled off. And I've grown because of all of you. And I'm so grateful for all of you. Every time, I say this all the time, but it's so true. And any channel will tell you it's true. We expand in the co-creation and the portal that's opened when we connect at the hearts. And so I can't expand in my greatness and your greatness as the sacred child. I mean, coming into those sacred alignments without that exchange. And so there's things I've experienced with so many of you that I can't explain. I don't have words because of the great energy that you call and that you create and you come with. And your souls are just waiting to be activated. And I'm just so lucky that I have found the words to share, what you create and you come with as an energy vibration. And so they're just saying that that's a beautiful, sacred alignment that we do in our higher selves, connecting and saying, I can help you understand some things. So, thread in the physical reality so that we can commune in that way and start creating in the physical reality, because we're all connected in spirit and we all have touch points of our path and why we're meant and connected with certain people and certain channels and certain teachers when we do, to help align us to the next phase. And so that's just all natural. Oh, and so the amaryllis, that's what we were just talking about. The celebrations of your abundance and your harvest, they're all linked and they're all connected. The determination of your creative achievements. And that is the amaryllis. Amaryllis. So pretty. Because you'll always be receiving. Spirit will always show you. Spirit's in everything. You don't have to call in angels. They're always with you. You even have a thought. Before that thought even finishes, the angels are with you. They're always with you. You're never not with angels. And so tell your children that and make them feel more comfortable that they're safe here. Now that all the restrictions are being lifted, have them feel more comfortable in their bodies, have them feel more safe in their bodies. Keep talking to them and aligning them with the health and the wellness of their bodies is under their commandment. Nobody and nothing can take them off their health and their wellness path and their creative journey. And this is the beautiful rose, and this is about hidden secrets. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And that's by Buddha. Thank you, Buddha. And everything is light, and all will come out. All will be shown its light. And then you get to navigate the new way, right? Own the story for what it was and what it showed you, what it taught you, and choose new. Refinement and reflection. And this is a beautiful, oh my gosh, can we end up this perfectly? Hydrangea, which is all about thankfulness and gratitude and the understanding that you have within your life. I mean, how beautiful is that, right? Gratitude and thankfulness, and understand you're so beautiful. You're a sacred child, so go and play. Go outside, play. Go dance with Gaia. Thank you. Got that beautiful light coming in there. Thank you. We love you, dear lighted ones. Thank you for your donations. We have a class coming up on Saturday. The next class that's coming up is a full moon class. Those that want to check your calendars and send us some donation, put in a little comment in the PayPal field so I know what it's for, and then I'll sign you up and we'll give you the links. And we always have visualizations, we always have meditation alignments, we always call in your guides and your celestial teams, and we always have the bathing and the cleansing and the clearing and the realignment, something new. And so those are all the daily self-care stuff that we always go through in every one of our videos, because it's so important to love who you are, to care for who you are, to nourish who you are, and allow that sacred child to come out and be the fullest expression of you, because you're so powerful and beautiful and we love you so much. Have great visions and great knowing of our collective. Have great visions and knowing of our earth. Have great visions and knowing of who you are and what you're able to create with all angels and all energies of all creation, because you are the vessel and the presentation of the heavens. And we wish you love and light, dear lighted ones. Bye. Rainbow tickles.